the final nut that you need to remove before you can roll the dash completely over is that guy right there. It seems to be just like a little, I don't even know what you would call it, little support. That's the last one. You will be using a 10mm, and then you got a pretty long extension here to get in there. You do it through this air vent and get it off. So the heater core is back in. As you can see, it fit in there fine. Brand new. You put this aluminum strap on, that aluminum strap on, and then there is a small little mounting tab where the actual radiator tubing mounts to the wall of the truck. It's just kind of like this outer part of this outer ring. You'll see it when you start removing stuff. But now for your cover. After your heater core is finally in, you will put back your cover for the heater core. And this is going to go as such, just directly over. So I'm finishing up my screws on the heater core cover box. So for these, I'm using 732, extremely small. 732. Finishing up my last one here. I'm not sure how many there is around the whole box here, but I estimate around 6, because I had 5 and I broke the top left one off because I had no idea why it was still not coming undone. So there's your heater core box put back together. Next thing you will do is these little clips go onto there. You need to re-roll back on your dash. Also, I forgot to mention that I already have the dash in, so I'm going to go show you how that worked out. It was really easy because I have my switch control off, and to get this off, you got one here and you got one here. You got to take this one off before you take this one off. So you take that switch off. But for the odometer, fairly simple. You make sure this is aligned first, because this is where your fire's coming through here. You're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I would suggest tightening these with your hand, because if you tighten these too much, you'll crack that plastic and it will be done. Simple as that. After you manage to roll your cover back over onto the appropriate slots, just as that, on both sides, you have to try to roll it over at the same time on those little sticks. Then you will proceed to put your screws in. Do you see those little, that small hole that's right above there? Right there. Okay, so that's where these come in. These are going to be 10 millimeter. If it's not fitting in there like it's supposed to, be sure you kind of tilt your dash a little bit so you can get good, so you don't get much resistance. You will do the same to both sides. Put both of your screws in. These screws are located in the same spot on the other side as well. All right, you put your bolts in right across here. Go ahead and try to put this back in here. Well, seems like it's in there. Next is the steering column. We're gonna go ahead and put it back where it's supposed to go. Lift this up. Same thing on this side. I lift those up. These are going there. They're going to be 15 millimeter. So you lift it up, kind of doing it with my knees because I only got 2 hands. That's kind of what we're looking at there. You'll get the idea. Put your bolts back in and tighten. So your steering column is up in place. Okay guys, so the next thing for me is my turn signal switch. You're gonna have one here and you're gonna have one down here. You're gonna have 2. This is what you're working with. This is my setup. Now to get to the side screw that I'm telling you about, you have to turn your steering wheel enough to be able to slide in there. And this may be one of the trickier things to do here. Now for your top one. And you will still have a third one underneath, which is the one for some reason it's covering your second bolt right down there. Not sure what purpose that holds, but put it back in place there. Seems like it's sturdy in there. Next, my steering wheel cover. If I'm not mistaken, I think I have to, first of all, you take this off, it just wiggles out, okay? Just wiggle it out. That's gonna be your adjuster. Should sit right in there. The cover. I should slide right in. Okay, seems like that's in there. Now for my key. So it seems like it's on. Next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and put this piece back in place. And this one, that's actually going to hold the same one as your switch. All right. So it seems like I'm having a bit of a problem with my brake release here. It is broken. It's not working. My brake's down. Not working. Well, if you came to see what this video is about, or to fix this, came to the right place. Because it is in fact not broken. It just got loose from where it was at. Okay, so if you've been moving some stuff around, or you kind of kick something around here, all you need to do is put this cable back in place. So this is going to slip back into that notch right there. Okay, so you put it in there until it clicks. There we go, there's the click. And do you see this little lever right here? This one right here. That is where this little ball is going to hook into. Bring it down. You can see, you heard it release there. That's a good sign. There we go, back in. Your brake should be working. Our brake release. Yep. It's good to go. Next thing for me is the stereo. Go ahead and put my AC controls in first. And you're gonna have these little screws right here, just like all the other ones for the most part. And you're gonna be using 7mm. Sorry if you can't see that. 7mm. And I will attempt to put the stereo in one more time here. Make sure everything's still connected. Everything's loose, looks good. So with your stereo and your AC controls, you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 screws total. And all you do is tighten. Now for our cigarette box thing. So there's going to be these little grooves in there. It'll slide right in there. Don't try to force it in because you will break something. The notches are right there. Right here. Right there. And right there. Put this thing back, put it into the grooves. And you're in. Next is this dash piece. Okay, your lights are going to connect to these two. Your 4x4, don't forget to put that one on. And this should fit quite snugly. This dash piece is not in just yet, but my huge recommendation is pull your shifter all the way down and your steering wheel all the way down, so you can have a little room to work with here. What I did is I put this bottom part in first, and then I slowly slipped in the rest of it. So this part's going to be your first shifter down, steering wheel down all the way. Now my 4x4 heard that click. My lighting over here. Okay, so to connect these, the long one, you got two. You got a long and you got a short one. This one is the long one. Connects right here. Your other one, connect right over here. And that's it for your lights. Now just a clip on. The very last thing you have to do to put this dash in and have it be complete are these two screws right here. Okay, this is going to be my setup for a lock up space and stuff like that. These two screws are going to go right up here. And your other one is going to go right over here. And now you just tighten. And your dash is in. Alrighty, you can see the progress. We are getting there, slowly but surely. Alright, now to finish up this dash replacement here, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and where's the fourth one over there? 4. To secure your dash in a little better here. There's your fourth one. Now what you need to do is tighten with a 7mm, and your dash will be fairly secure. Now for your speaker covers, air vent thing, looks like that, and your other speaker cover. This is what you're gonna have. It's gonna be like star. Excuse me. That's gonna slide in just like that. screws are going to go in just like here, and the same thing with this one. What I will be using will look like this because of the lack of space we got here with the window and the speaker covers. Okay, and this little cover right here, it pops in and out with the flathead, pops out with the flathead. And to pop it in, yep. So you put the front side in first, and the back should just clip in. Boom, boom, and boom, clipped in. Make sure it's in all the way. Now you just put your other speaker cover in, and we're almost done. To replace or take off your steering or your glove box here, don't forget to put your connector back on here. It should kind of sit right back in there. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and 4 right off the bat. You're gonna have these two that sit right up here. Two sit right up there, and you will have 4 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why they put so many screws in this glove box, I have no idea, but you're gonna have 10 total to replace or remove or put back your glove box. Good luck.